Hello everybody, this is Rajni Ohri from Ohria Ayurveda. I'm going to be revealing today my secret recipe of soaking henna in indigo, which I have used for years for giving that ultimate strength and nourishment to my hair. You can even use it for covering your grays. Henna has multifold benefits. So it promotes the hair growth, it nourishes the hair, it maintains a healthy pH balance, so it maintains a healthy scalp, and it conditions the hair by sealing in the cuticle. It reduces the oxidative damage because it is rich in antioxidants, and it has tannins which give it strength. So once the hair is more strong, it does not break that easily. So henna improves the overall health of the hair. So let us start step by step. I'm going to teach you first how to make the henna water, the water that we're going to use for soaking the henna. So this is my henna water. I have taken 4 or 5 hibiscus flowers. There are 7 to 8 amlas in here, and 2 beetroots which are cut into pieces, and methi dana, and all of this, you can even take a handful of neem leaves. All of this I put in an iron girdle, and I have added good boiling water on top. I haven't boiled these herbs, but after placing these herbs in the iron girdle, I have added the water to it and let it steep for good 4 hours or so. Even 6 hours would do. And after that, it turns like it gives a black line on the sides, and then the beetroot leaves its color. Then it's ready to be strained. See, I've strained the water now by pressing all the herbs very nicely. This is how the water looks. Now this is the water that I'm going to use for soaking my henna. So this is how I'm soaking the henna. The water I used was mineral water, and then I'm going to soak the henna into a nice paste. If you need extra water, you can, water you'll have to decide how much you want as per your hair length. After the henna is made into a paste, you need to let it stand for good 6 hours. If you can let it stand overnight, that's the perfect way of doing it. The tip here is my henna hair paste is ready, almost ready. That I do not add any powders to my henna, whether it's amla powder or jatamansi or bringraj. I have already added the herbs in the henna water, because doing that to the henna will dilute its capacity, and we do not want to do that. So let the henna be 100% powder. That's what Ohria henna is. And now, since it's ready, the paste is ready, I would like to add some oil to it because I am using it as a conditioner. But the tip to note here is, if you are using it for covering your grays, first cover your grays and do the touch up, and then add the oil to the henna. So a few tablespoons of oil, not teaspoons, sorry, because and I leave it on to you as to how much oil you want to add to your henna, because that is just purely for conditioning and how much oil your hair need. Adding the oil will ensure that henna will not dry. So take it section by section and keep applying this henna, so henna will not dry your hair. So for grays, do not add the oil. First do the touch up, then add the oil. For conditioning, you can add the oil before only. In the henna water, if anything from what I have told is not available, you can always substitute it with dry herbs, dry amla, dry hibiscus flowers, or methi dana, of course, is dry. So anything which is not available, don't fret, or dry neem leaves, or fresh. I prefer fresh, but if fresh is not available, you can substitute with dry. And then another thing which is important is that you need to add something acidic to release its dye. So I have added always fresh amla juice, I prefer. But if amla juice is not available, you can also add fresh juice of lemon, or you can add vinegar also as a substitute if amla juice is not available. So the proportion is 1 tablespoon to 1 cup of henna, which you can also vary as per your need, but we need it. It's very, very important. So once your henna is ready, the next day, what you have to do is touch up your henna onto your roots where the grays are showing. But for the rest of the hair, you have to apply section by section. That is very important, because going section by section like this, you will be sealing in the cuticle, and the dye which was released will enter into the cuticle and bind nicely with your hair keratin. So that is also very important. It will bind well. So make sure that you're doing section by section by wearing gloves, and then tying up your hair in clips and just let, probably you should cover your hair, because if you cover, the heat from your scalp will give henna the nice color. So you can either do a nice cover of your shower cap, or maybe your scarf, your cotton cloth scarf, whatever you find easily available. Just cover your hair when your henna is on your head, so that the color gets nicely into the hair.